Hello everybody, I am the Craftacular creator and I am bringing you another craft roulette process video. This time it's a little different, not only because I shot it in portrait mode, whoops, but also because I played along live with the show. Here you can watch me write down the parameters which you can see on the screen, and then I brainstorm my ideas. This isn't bad work for 1 AM on a Saturday morning. I then sketch my layouts and list products that I will initially use. You'll see later in the video that I had a couple more to complete the card. I decided to use Tim Holtz Distress Oxide in tumbled glass to ink the edges of the Nina Solar White £80 cardstock, and I have laid out the stamps from the Berry Rainy Day stamp set from Longthorn and the Here For You Bear add-on. I die cut the frame off camera. This is a peekaboo backdrop from Longthorn in Spiffy Speckles Robin's Egg paper. For the rain element, I wanted to stencil the background with raindrops and thought this would be a perfect time to use my new Picket Fence Studio ink pouncers. So far I have had brilliant results with them and thought it was time to share how they work. With the ink pouncers, a pouncing motion is best compared to the swirling motion commonly used with other ink blending tools. The pouncers give me a gradual build-up of ink, allowing me to add more if needed. I use Distress Oxide tumble glass for this. And there you have my favourite part of stenciling, the big reveal. To ink distress the edges, I used the pouncers in a swirling pouncing motion. While I give my background time to dry, I move on to colouring and fussy cutting. You have seen this from me before, but I just can't help but enjoy this part and I love to see it play back. As usual, my go-to black ink is Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I stamp on Nina Solar White £80 cardstock. The Copic markers I use will be listed above. During the stamping and colouring, I will give you a little bit of information about Craft Roulette. It is the ultimate YouTube card making game show on almost every Friday evening at 6:10 PM Central Time in the US, 12:10 UK time, for me, the night owl. Mary Gunn, the hostess, spins the wheel, 4 craft parameters are chosen, guest crafters react, collect supplies and then spend a while crafting and chatting. It allows a great community of crafters from all over the world to get together via YouTube and the Craft Roulette Facebook page. For those of you that find watching people cover therapeutic, here you go. Otherwise, feel free to skip to 6 minutes 17 seconds to see the next part of the card making process. cut out the images off screen to save a little time. And now to start assembling. I place the images on each part before gluing to get the placement right. Then I use Arts glitter glue in a fine tip bottle to adhere all of the images. Once all of the elements are glued to each section, I work on the interactive flap elements of the card. The flap die creates a score line in the paper, and to fold this neatly I use a ruler. I placed the flap over the rainbow portion and decided that it needed a little something else, so I added heart raindrops in tumbled glass distress oxide, and to add a little sparkle I used stickles in stardust. As I wait for the stickles to dry, I adhere my frame to a card base using liquid glue. I lay the card base flat so that I can get the positioning right. Then it's time to put the pieces into the frame. I love this part. I attach one of the flap elements with Lawn Fawn 1/8 inch double-sided adhesive tape. I leave the other one as I am still waiting for the stickles to dry. It took a minute to decide how I wanted to lay out my sentiment. When it rains, look for rainbows. I knew I wanted the image of the rainbow to feature as part of it. In order to do this, I cut the stamp. Yes, I know that fills some people with dread. I love how Lawn Fawn sentiment stamps can be cut and then easily laid back together when needed. It is then time for me to arrange the wording on the flap. I stamp it using tumbled glass oxide ink. Continuing with sentiments, I stamped "I'm here for you" on the other flap using the same ink. As I arrange and glue things down, I realised I could add more in the rectangle piece with the little bear. I stamped clouds, coloured them in C0 and fussy cut them. Then, to bring in more yellow, I stamped and coloured the sun using Y19 and Y15. Once cut out, it gets tucked behind the clouds. The final touch is to add more stickles, as I thought the rain should sparkle a little. To allow the drying time for the stickles, I leave the card overnight and then add the final flat element. And there is that, ta-da! Moment of a completed card. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Ta-ta for now, everyone. Take care, and I will be back soon.